Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to today's video in the Great League. And today we are going to try out Morpeko. And for me it's the first time to try out Morpeko, so I'm a bit hyped of this Pokemon. And I would really like to try out how strong this thing is. Today we are going to play Talonflame as our lead with Incinerate, Fly and Brave Bird, as well as Cradily with Bullet Seed, Rock Tomb and Grass Knot. At the back as well is our star of the day, Morpeko with Thunder Shock, Aura Wheel and Psychic Fangs. Alright, so let's instantly start into battle number 1 here. And we do have Cradily as our first opponent lead. Not exactly what I want to see. Okay, here is the first Rock Tomb. What I'm gonna do is shield this first move here. Then use the Brave Bird. And then switch out into my own Cradily. I don't know if that is really working here with that mirror match, but here is a Jump Bluff, and it's even the shadow version of Jump Bluff. So you do have Grass Lead, Grass Backline. And that's probably Acrobatics, which would knock me out, but that would be fine for me, I guess. It's Acrobatics. Oh, it is not knocking me out, okay. Nice to see. So we can bring that thing down to the red HP area and even on -2. And we are able to snipe that Jump Bluff. And Cradily is back in action. But here we can use the Fly. Getting the shield. And we will definitely shield back here. Okay, and at the back is a shiny Cloudsire. Not Cloudsire. Shiny Claydol, sorry. Into the Brave Bird. Come on, Talonflame, you're on a -1, we know that. That should do damage. Yes. Claydol is down. So I will just come back in with Talonflame, because the opponent can't bar us down here. That's gonna be enough. I don't know why the opponent just didn't use a move on its own here. But that's our first win of the day. Nice one. And we are carrying on here. Second battle of the day. Second battle of the day, Talonflame versus Spinda. That's gonna be a bit of a problem, because I know that Spinda has Rock Tomb as well as Icy Wind. So it's just a bit of a core breaker for Talonflame and Cradily. But I will still switch out here into Cradily because it's a bit more tanky. And I think that, yeah, I should be able to tank this move here, this Icy Wind. And again, we do have a jump bluff at the back. And again, it's the Shadow version. And you are not instantly using your move, your acrobatics, so I can get to a second Rock Tomb here. Nearly knocking you out. This is gonna be enough now for the knockout. And it's acrobatics. In we come with Talonflame. -2, we should be able to survive that. Hopefully. Yeah, it's just the aerial ace. Nice one. And here is Feraligator. Okay. No shield. 2, 3, 4. And the opponent is just giving up when he sees my Morpeko. Nice one. Next battle with our Talonflame against Jumpla Fleet. That's pretty nice, actually. That is pretty nice, and the opponent is instantly switching out, so we do have our Morpeko against a Lapras, which is pretty cool to see. I will probably shield 2 sparkling areas now. 2, 3, 4 into the aura wheel. For the knockout against this Lapras. Okay, we are on +1 now. And Jumpluff is coming in. We do have the Dark type aura wheel now. On +1 for a high amount of damage. Oh yes. And that's a CMP tie with the Psychic Fangs. We are on +2. Is that enough to knock out the Jumpluff? It isn't. Alright. It is not enough to knock out the Jumpluff, unfortunately. But I'm going for a no shield here. It's the Energy Ball which will knock me out. And here is Golisopod. Golisopod definitely has to shield this move here. And now I do have super effective Rock Tombs with Cradily here. I think a shield is not really making sense at this point because the opponent will have the second Aqua Jet or X Scissor, which is even better right now, exactly. That's a bit tricky now. I'm going for a no shield again. I have to try to go for a farm down here, I guess. It's the Aqua Jet. And you're surviving with 1 HP, but I do have back-to-back fly now. And here you can see that using a shield is still taking 1 HP from you. So the opponent shielded and got knocked out. That's pretty rare that this thing has happened, but as you can see, this is the case in this game here. But we're carrying on, and we do have a Chestnut, which is a perfect lead for Talonflame. Oh yes. And here is a Drapion, which is instantly using the Aqua Tail. What I'm gonna do against Drapion is just use the Cradily, I guess. Go for a no shield, maybe? The crunch. And now into the rock tomb. Morpeko against Chestnut is not what I want to see, so I have to do this here. Not happy how that run, but I didn't really know what to do against the Shadow Drapion. And Shadow Drapion is a pretty common safe switch, so I should be a bit faster here, I guess. Second Rock Tomb. And you are using a move. I guess that's fine now for me. It is even the superpower. And that is not good. That's just not good. Shadow Typhlosion. Am I winning the CMP tie against that thing? That's the question now. I am winning it. That's good to know. That is probably not gonna take you out exactly. And you are using your Thunder Punch. But you do have the superpower with your Chestnut, which is probably enough to knock me out here. Exactly. This was not perfect, to be honest. This was just not perfect at all. I would like to try... I mean, what should I do against the Shadow Drapion? Maybe just make the Morpeko switch. Maybe that would be a bit better. Crunch is resisted, Aqua Tail is a pretty weak move. Maybe that would be a thing here. And Golisopod is also not the Pokemon I want to see at all. Against none of my Pokemon, actually. This thing is just pretty strong against every single of my Pokemon. And we do have a Swalot. I played that thing in the Remix Cup and it was pretty funny. And it has Ice Beam and is pretty tanky. That's probably going to be a Sludge, which not knocks me out, okay. So we can come to the second Rock Tomb here, which is bringing you down to -2 attack. And now I will try to go for a farm down with Talonflame. And then have a bit of energy advantage against the Golisopod. No, it is not working because that thing is back in action. I'm gonna shield this move here. It's the Aqua Jet. And I also don't want to make the Morpeko switch. And you're winning the CMP tie. I did not know that. And a ground type Pokemon. Alright, let's make that a bit faster. Okay. So what we know now is that Golisopod is a big problem for my team. And that Talonflame is losing the CMP tie against that thing. These are the two things we know now. But maybe we can avoid the Golisopod or try to play it a bit different, like stay in, try to tank one Aqua Jet and go for the fly instantly. And if we would have the shield advantage, then there would be probably something possible. Alright, next opponent has a Shadow Malamar. That incinerates are doing a high amount of damage. Okay, we'll go for a no shield. That's the foul play, fine. And then use the fly, but the opponent caught my move with the Linoon. That's nice to see. Now I can do that. And I don't know if Linoon is able to survive an aura wheel from the Morpeko. It is though. But I will shield now. We probably have to shield twice. But still... No, I'm not shielding twice. I will tank this move. Swift isn't that strong, exactly. And now we do have a ton of energy. Tinkaton. That's not what we want to see. But look at this damage, it's unbelievable. And we will get this last shield from the opponent. I'm 100% sure about that. Exactly. We are knocking out this Malamar. And we will probably get one more Incinerate against the Tinkaton. Even two of them. Yeah, and now there is no way you can win this battle. Nice one. Morpeko is completely crazy. Against a pretty defensive Tinkaton, we made 50% damage with a resisted move. On +1 though, but still, it is crazy. And we are carrying on with a Shadow Jumpluff lead. That's pretty nice. Into a Morpeko. I should be able to survive the electric type aura wheel pretty easily. Yeah, that's fine. And let's just debuff you so you are not buffed at this point. After the Rock Tomb, exactly. Here's the shield. Now that aura will definitely knock me out. That's the Psychic Fangs, thanks for that. But I can survive that resisted aura wheel, and I do have the rock tomb. So I will keep the switch or get the shield advantage. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is try to go for a farm down. Nice one. I just shielded Psychic Fangs twice. And here we do have a Shadow Blastoise. Oh yes. That's the Brave Bird damage we want to see. That is the Brave Bird damage. Is that acrobatics knocking us out completely? If yes, then the aura will... Okay, it's the energy ball. Never mind then. We should be able to tank the aerial ace though. We are not able to tank aerial ace from a Shadow Jumpluff. Okay, I didn't expect that. I was expecting a bit more from this Talonflame. Alright, but we are carrying on here with our Talonflame against a Shadow Marowak, which is instantly switching out, and here is a Dugong. Dugong against Morpeko. We are getting this shield here, alright. And we're shielding back probably an Icy Wind. Yes, Drill Round would be super effective, but I guess that Icy Wind would also knock us out here. We are still using the Aura Wheel, getting the second shield from you. And you are coming back with the Icy Wind. Let's just knock out that Dugong. Nice. And the Marowak is coming back. And I'm able to use that Psychic Fangs. Bit of damage. And you are on 2 or 3, I don't know. Five, 6, that's an Aqua Tail. And I definitely have to use a move here because I think that Drapion would be fast enough to maybe get to a second one. Okay. There's the second Aqua Tail, as expected. If I would be able to farm you down here, and then use the Grass Knot instantly against the Shadow Marowak, then I would be able to probably win here. That's a crunch. Okay, come on, please survive that Bone Club. Yes. Grass Knot should do the job. And 1 Bullet Seed should knock out the Drapion. And 1 Poison Sting should not knock me out, so hopefully this will work. Yes. Okay, this was a pretty close one, I guess. God. That really depends on the moveset now. So what I'm gonna do is stay in, shield this move in case of the Stone Edge. It's the Sludge Bomb, alright. Then I know that I will use the Brave Bird. And then switch out into the Cradily. Getting a bit of energy. I don't think that a farm down is possible. EQ is fine for me. And here is a normal jump bluff, not the shadow version this time. Maybe we can do something with that. Rock Tomb is super effective, but as you can see, that thing is not going to get knocked out by the next Rock Tomb. That's a bit of a problem. But still, we can use the next Rock Tomb and not snipe the jump bluff, alright. Was trying to do that, but it did not work here. But it's just the aerial ice on -2, so that is fine for me. And here is a Lapras. No shield from this thing, okay. But now we will definitely get the shield. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know if I can farm that thing down, to be honest. It's the Ice Beam. Okay, then it is probably possible. Psychic Fangs knocks this Pokemon out. And the opponent is just giving up. And that's the next win for our Morpeko. Nice one. But Morpeko didn't do that much in this fight, to be honest. Talonflame mirror match. Let's just try this. Because now we will get a shield from you. Here it is. And now it's definitely a bit easier for our Morpeko. That's a Brave Bird, then I will probably get knocked out instantly. It is the Brave Bird, and we are still surviving. Okay. And a Steelix is coming in with the Thunder Fang. Not exactly what I want to see. Terrible matchup for Morpeko. And I think Talonflame should be fine against the Steelix, because the Incinerates should do enough damage to really pressure that thing with the fast moves. And I'm gonna use Fly, which is hopefully enough now to knock that thing out. It is. Nice one. Two shield action, Morpeko. Come on. This is Fly, so you're having the same moveset as myself. And you're catching the move with Superior, I see. That's a CMP type. What is happening now? You're not shielding the superior. And we are just farming down the Talonflame and win this battle. This was a pretty close one, but still we are able to win here. Nice one. Good job from the Morpeko, and we are having a 4-1. No Goliath support, no problem, I guess. $2,812 ELO. That was it for today, so thank you very much and see you next time. Bye bye.